Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I've got a really simple birthday card, masculine birthday card for you, and I can't wait to share this. So last month in paper and ink card class, I taught a little technique about stretching your designer series paper. We made this card, and then I put out a challenge to anybody to case this card and use the paper cutting technique. So I did just that and came up with this one. All right, so to make this card, you need a basic grade card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4. And then what I did was give it this great texture. And I did that by putting it in my Simply Score tool. And then from the left side, I score at every 1/4 of an inch. So this is the inside of the card, and we're scoring every 1/4 of an inch all the way across the front. Then once you've scored at every 1/4 of an inch, you're at the 4-inch mark. Close it up, and you've got this fantastic line texture. Really cool embossing technique. All right, so there's our card base. My designer series paper, it's from the Country Club designer series paper, and this is 3 inches by 4 inches, which means you can get 12 pieces from the designer series paper. So one 12 by 12 sheet will yield 12 3 by 4 pieces. Now, the thing is with the 3 by 4 is it's a 1/4 inch short of having an equal margin all the way around. So we're gonna take our paper trimmer, the designer series paper, and we're gonna cut this 3 by 4 piece into 2 pieces. We're gonna take about 1.25 inches off the bottom. So now we've got 2 pieces of designer series paper, and we can go ahead and mount those to the card using a dry adhesive. And what we'll do is we'll mount them to the front of the card with a 1/2 inch top and right side margins. And then we'll mount our second piece to the card using that same dry adhesive. We'll skip about a 1/4 of an inch so that we can have an equal border of gray, basic gray, all the way around our designer series paper. So now we've got that great equal border, and we still got 12 pieces of designer series paper, 12 designer series paper panels from one 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. We cut the Poppy Parade cardstock with the brand new Stitched So Sweetly dies. We're using this biggest stitched label. The fun part about this is you can pop this right over that gap, center it right to left, and nobody will even know that you've stretched your paper. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let's slide that to the side. We're gonna do some stamping. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock here. This we cut ahead of time with the 1 7/8 inch. So it's the second largest stitched circle from the Stitched Shapes dies. And we've got a piece that's about 1.5 by 3, also Whisper White. We're gonna bring in our Memento Tuxedo Black, and the greeting is from the brand new Bonanza Buddies stamp set. And that one's a photopolymer stamp set, so we're gonna grab a Stampin' Pierce mat. So I love this new birthday stamp set, and the greetings are pretty cool too. Let's celebrate you, happy birthday. I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. And then there's a little to and from. So we're just using that for our greetings today. We'll grab our Memento Tuxedo Black and ink up. And then we'll stamp that centered on our stitched circle. So cool. I love that greeting. And then we don't need the Stampin' Pierce mat because next we're gonna take this collar and tie image from Well Dressed. This is a celebration item that you can earn for free with your $50 purchase this month during the month of March while supplies last. So with a $50 order, you can get an awesome masculine stamp set absolutely for free. So we're gonna stamp that with Memento Tuxedo Black on the Whisper White. And look at that gorgeous image. All right, let's slide this aside to dry for just a minute. We're gonna adhere our greeting to a basic black starburst. I just took a scrap of basic black cardstock and I punched that out ahead of time using the starburst punch. I love how the starburst punch layers with the 1 7/8 inch stitched circle. It gives you a nice size substantial border of starburst, and I really like that. We can go ahead and adhere the greeting to the center of our Poppy Parade label. It's coming together, isn't it? Now next we're going to take our tie and collar and we're going to fussy cut that. It's a pretty simple shape to fussy cut, lots of straight lines. So we're going to go ahead and do that with just the tiniest little border of white around the image. All right, there it is. Straight lines all around make it a pretty easy image to cut. Got some mini Stampin' Dimensionals here, and it's time to use up these edges. I always say, make the most out of every bit. So we're gonna use a few pieces here and support our tie with some Stampin' Dimensionals using the edges. Okay, Stampin' Dimensionals are all sticky. Let's go ahead and adhere our tie. And we want that tie so that it does not cover any of our greeting along the edge there. So cute, perfect. There's our original. Let's get our embellishment. I've got some of these metallic pearls. I love these guys. Get 2 sheets of metallic pearls, 1 sheet of gold and 1 sheet of silver. And I like that they're not super blingy. They're kind of a matte metallic. They look really cool. You get a total of 242 pieces, so lots of little pearls in this pack. We're going to put one right up high of center on this tie, make it look like a little tie tack. It's a perfect embellishment, not too much for those men in our lives. There it is. Glad it's your birthday, so I can tell you how wonderful you are for the wonderful guy in your life. All right, if you've got questions about the project or about celebration and the well-dressed stamp set, how you can earn that, reach out, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.